All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Green Bay Packers in tonight's video. I can't stop laughing. Pretty random. The Green Bay Packers defense is just so good. The defense, folks, is so freaking good. New addition Xavier McKinney was saying the other day to Keshawn Nixon how good this defensive line truly is. The defensive back room as well has vastly improved from this season compared to last season. New addition, Jeff Hafley is the Packers defensive coordinator. Folks, I know I say this on most of my Packers videos, but what's so frustrating to me is the Packers on paper, they have been one of the best defensive teams in the NFL the last couple of seasons. But then statistically and eye test wise, Joe Barry just could never figure it out at a consistent level. Now, you have to give credit where credit is due. I do think Joe Barry called a really good, or called games really well, really good game managing, game planning is the word I'm looking for, stupid ass. At the end of the season / playoffs, right? But the Packers obviously decided to move on and they hired Jeff Hafley. Folks, what we're hearing from training camp today, what I'm hearing from training camp yesterday, oh my God, the pads aren't on. It's just training camp. It's just going to be preseason. I'll laugh all I want because the Packers defense, when regular season begins throughout the entire 17-game regular season, this defense is finally going to be statistically top 10. And it's finally, for what feels like the first time in 10 years since the Packers were like a legitimate Super Bowl contending team. And I get it. I'm a diehard Packers fan. Like, I'm not trying to go at, the last couple of years here, but it reminds me of the Clay Matthews, AJ Hawk, right? Charles Woods. And it reminds me of that defense. So welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Green Bay Packers in today's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I'm a diehard cheesehead, so we post a Packers video almost every single day. So if we can try and get this video to 250 likes, I'll be greatly appreciated. I just kind of want to set the tone here. Here are the camp notes from today. So Evan Williams, rookie draft pick, right? Round 4, pick 111, safety out of Oregon. Now keep in mind, this guy had a really impressive collegiate career, especially blitzing. He had 4.5 sacks last season. That's third most amongst FBS defensive backs. He's a safety. 4.5 sacks for a safety. 4.5 sacks for a rookie edge rusher, I would take. All right. He had 17 quarterback pressures since the start of 2022. That's top 10 amongst all college football defensive backs. He's getting some first team run. All right. He had his second interception today. Fortunately, doesn't end just there. Edgar and Cooper, the rookie, second-round draft pick out of Texas A&M. He had a really good day today. He's been splitting reps with the first team. Anthony Johnson Jr., he's been rotating with the first team as well. He was a fan favorite last season, being a late draft pick in our class last season. Eric Stokes, former first-round pick. Eric Stokes. He's played a combined 12 football games in the last 2 years. But if we go back to his rookie season where he played in every single football game, he had an interception. He had 14 passes defended. His ceiling seemed so high. His floor seemed so high, but he can't stay freaking healthy. So the Packers obviously have cornerback 1, superstar Jaire Alexander, at least star Jaire Alexander. And cornerback 2 was a big question mark heading into this season. If Eric Stokes can stay healthy, this dude is going to be a freaking beast. Reportedly, he is officially cornerback 2. I actually have a report here. Let me read it. According to Andy Herman, it appears Eric Stokes is the cornerback 2 over Carrington Valentine as of now. Herman says not to read too much into camp depth charts, but as of now, Stokes has been playing with the 1s and Valentine has been playing with the 2s more often than not. All right. So speaking of Eric Stokes, apparently today was even better. He had a pass breakup, very nice pass breakup, 2 interceptions. Oh, did you guys forget about Anthony Johnson Jr., who I was just talking about? He had another interception. Another interception today. Devontae Wyatt, Rashawn Gary, good days. Rashawn Gary, I know training camp had, I gotta take this in out, sorry. I know Rashawn Gary has been just lighting it up recently, but another good day today. So I want to talk a little bit about our youngsters because these are guys who I got a keen eye on right now. So Jeff Hafley loves free safeties. He loves safety plays. Just a completely revamped defense, just changing the scheme completely. And so that's why they coughed up a bunch of money we have not seen the Green Bay Packers spend day one of free agency in probably my entire life. I don't know the actual statistic, but it's been at least a very long time. They pick up Josh Jacobs, who was actually returning kicks today, which is kind of interesting. And they paid Xavier McKinney, a really young safety coming over from the New York Giants, who's literally a freaking ball hawk. And that's the guy we were talking about at the beginning of this video, where he was saying to Keyshawn Nixon, like, damn, this defensive line's pretty freaking good. So you paid Xavier McKinney bunch of money, rightfully so, and he's going to change this defense. Like, literally exactly what Xavier McKinney is exactly what Jeff Hafley was looking for in the defensive back in the safety room. And then they draft in the second round 58 Javon Bullard, safety out of Georgia. You know me, I'm just like the Green Bay Packers. I love my SEC football players. I don't care if it's offense, I don't care if it's defense, I don't care if it's special teams. I want SEC football players because it's the best freaking conference in college football. And so that's what they did. And Javon said a phenomenal quote the other day. I'm spitballing here, or whatever the word I'm looking for is. He basically said, reiterating, I don't know, who cares? He basically said, like, I don't feel comfortable at all, because the second you feel comfortable, somebody's got your job. Like, yep. That's who I want as my opposing starting safety right next to Xavier McKinney. And then you have Evan Williams, who's been getting some first-team reps. We just talked about him. And then you have Katan Aladapo, safety out of Oregon State, round 5, pick number 169. He actually started his career in college as a walk-on. Always love walk-on stories. He earned second-team All-Pac-12 honors in 2023. Did not allow a touchdown pass in 421 coverage snaps. Folks, Keyshawn Nixon, Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes, Xavier McKinney, Javon Bullard, Carrington Valentine, Corey Ballantyne, Evan Williams, Katan Aladapo, and then you've got Anthony Johnson Jr. I hate to get ahead of myself here. Packers secondary feels like some of the best in the NFL. And I will just say, I get that it's extremely young, so it might take a little bit for that to come to fruition. But I'm telling you, man, this Packers defense is completely different than it was in years past. All right. That's all I have for today. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL/Green Bay Packers videos. But guys, let me know, which secondary player are you keeping the closest eye on in training camp? Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you probably tomorrow, like we say. So yeah, see you tomorrow.